You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is In Conversation with your host, Jairzinho. And today with me, I've got a lady that I had the pleasure of meeting in 2019. I actually knew of her before this, but she took it upon herself to fly right direct to the UK and join iLive at the Soulfest Lounge UK. It is now my honor and privilege and pleasure to sit down and have a conversation with this lady who goes by the name of H'Atina. Welcome, H'Atina.
Hey, Jairzinho, so happy to see you. Oh my gosh, you have no idea.
How you doing?
I'm so excited. Oh,
Beautiful as ever.
Thank you.
And authentic as ever.
Hey, all right now, like that.
All good? All good. You looking beautiful. You're looking beautiful, girl. How has 2023 been treating you thus far?
Oh my goodness. Really good, actually.
Yeah?
Really good. Yeah.
Good.
You know,
It's been positive.
Yes, always positive. You know me.
Even though we had gone through some negativity over the last couple of years, we don't want to dote on that. But yeah, we've come through. And I think it's taught us some lessons going forward of how to be better.
Yes. And you know what? There's always a silver lining. We were in the house and everything, but there was a silver lining to all of that. I literally was able to get in front of so many more people by being inside. I'm going to be honest. Finding other avenues, because I'm like, ain't that going to shut me down. It's not, it's not going to happen.
The greatest thing about it, even though, people talk quite negative, and you can't help but kind of talk negative of what it's done with a lot of people and lost and etc. As you said, there is a silver lining because technology has moved in such a amazing direction. I've seen a lot of people spawn up within the music industry. People are now able to, self-manage themselves a lot better. It's giving them that time to kind of look within inside themselves and say, what do I want? And move forward. In the same breath, it's made more established artists kind of look at themselves and say, well, hey, look, if there's more people coming into this, I've got to raise my level and do it for the right reasons, do it for me, etc. So I'm loving what's going on right now with all these varied artists coming on and people stepping up. It gives the radio stations, it gives the DJs a lot more to play with per se, and it makes them have to think a lot better about what they're delivering to their public. So, it's been great for me. 2023 coming in, moving forward. I can only see it being a lot brighter. Yeah,
I agree.
Well, without that all out the way, I want to talk about H'Atina. And like you said, for the last couple of years, it's giving you a chance to kind of reflect. But I want to go back a little bit. And for those people who don't know H'Atina, H'Atina's been around for a little while and a long time. I don't want to give nothing about ages. You've been around a while and you've produced some great material over the years. I think one of your first tracks was back in 2016 with a track called Easy to Love You.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Remember that? Of course.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Your baby. So was that the first track that you ever publicly came out with?
No. So my very, very first EP was back in 2002, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that was a project I worked with a few friends, and and then life happened, and
it does.
Life happened, and but when my life changed and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hit this music thing full force, and I'm not gonna stop this time. I'm not gonna let anything in the way. I'm not gonna stop. That's when Easy to Love You came.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that around that time is when I jumped back on the scene, and
Indeed.
it's just been a roller coaster since. It's been amazing.
Okay, so you come from let's say not such a musical background where it's in your blood, but you definitely rub shoulders with some icons, let's say, and your schooling when it comes to music. Where did you go to school for music?
I went to the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts.
Right.
And so now, I mean, it's
it's
an amazing school. It was amazing when they first started it. It was, and it's free. It's a public school. You know, you just have to audition to get in.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely amazing now. It's even more. I was like, wow, I wish we had all the stuff the kids have now. They got like recording studios in there, and they got they do all kinds of things now.
Awesome.
It's amazing. And so from video production and stuff and all of that. So yeah, I went to a performing arts high school. I learned how to do so many things related to music, vocal music.
Where would you say your this is going to be a difficult one. Where would you say your musical call it a genre lies? Because for me, I don't think I can put you in a category, as it were. You may say that, well, yeah, I sing R&B or neo soul or classics, or I can't put you in a category because when I listen to your material, it covers all spectrums.
Yes.
What do you say?
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It's hard. Right now, I'm kind of like R&B, soul jazz, neo soul type, kind of across all of those genres, because my music kind of fits that. And I got even a little hints of pop, depending on, what song you're listening to, so yeah, it's kind of hard. Box me in there a little bit. It's hard.
I don't want to box you in nowhere.
Don't box me.
You go wherever your heart, your soul, your spirit takes you, my dear. You go wherever you want to go. So you've shared the stage with some top billing people, the likes of Fifth Dimension, the great John B, Ruben Studdard, Take Six, Eric Stevenson, but to name a few. H'Atina, how does that feel? When you're on stage with these great people, you're great yourself, and I'm sure these people like turn around and say, "Well, no, it's you."
Yeah.
But how does that feel?
Oh man, it's really epic. That's the word I can say about it. It's epic.
You ever get fanny?
Right.
No.
Well, you know what? I have learned, that celebrities really are normal people. They're like us, And John B, we went to the same high school, so. I knew him. It's like, oh, hey, John, it's like, but, I don't know. It's every once in a while, depending on who it is. I know when Take Six, when I opened for Take Six and the Manhattan Transfer, Take Six, they came to the back and I was like, hey, I said, hi, I'm H'Atina. And they were like, oh yeah, we know. And I was like, excuse me. I was like, what? Like they knew who I was. Like I said, oh my gosh, that is just super cool. I was just like, wow, so it's been really fun. And Erin is a really good friend of mine. So, she's always encouraging me. I look to her, she's so inspiring to me. So I always look to her for, she gives me a little advice here and there. And, she's just really a big help, really inspiration for me.
Good. I just think it's a beautiful thing because concerts that I've been to, some of the bigger artists, and to have you as an artist, to have someone singing your own lyrics back to you, I don't know. I just can't imagine. I mean, I'm no big stage show person, but when I've, let's say, DJ'd at a party, or I've done something entertaining, and people look at me and, you know, they respect and understand what it is I'm trying to do, I kind of get choked up, because all I'm trying to do is bless people with a message. And I'm sure it's the same thing with the artists out there, yourself. You just want to share what you've got with people. Why should you keep that all to yourself?
Right. Exactly. I agree. I want 100%. And I'll tell you, when I hear people to this, I mean, because I have folks that come to my shows, you know, and they know who I am, and if I'm performing a song, it could be a thing, you know, it could be Journey, it could be My Sunshine, whatever, you know, the newer one, Elements of a Real Man. If they're singing it, they know the song, and I tell you, it takes all of me not to cry, because I'll be like, oh, I'm choked up. I don't want to get choked up. I don't cry. But it's amazing to me. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
So, people, all I can say is that right now, we're here sitting, talking to someone who is very dear to my heart, and I wish her all the best in her career going forward. And there's a lot more you are going to see and to come from H'Atina. H'Atina received the Indie Soul Music Award back in 2019.
Yeah. That was pretty dope.
you had a hit single which went to #1 on the Indie Soul charts as well.
My,
so you're
my
doing
sunshine.
things, man.
Yeah, that's right.
With My Sunshine.
Yeah.
See, man. I shouldn't be lost for words, but I'm lost for words when it comes to you, H'Atina, because I've heard you sing, and a lot of people has doubted, she sounds all right, she's okay. And I was like, no, watch what's coming from this woman. And then when you touch the road with the EP, Like a Butterfly, I said, there you go, take it. And people came back to me, it's like, yo, Jairzinho, this woman is really on point. What's next?
Aww.
Here we are today.
But
not moving too quickly forward. You've got a good catalog that's building at this present moment. So like I said, Like a Butterfly 2019, you came out with that. The track that done it for me was A Thang.
Yeah.
That resonated with everybody.
Yes. It's a favorite of a lot of people.
What was the thought process behind A Thang? Talk us through that.
Well, okay, so that entire EP was really about my past experience, my marriage and all of that, and what I, just different aspects of it. And so it was kind of part of that, like the initial, the good part, right? The good side, the good part, not the bad part, but the good part. Okay.
We have to have the balance.
Right.
Go on.
And so A Thang, I don't know, the track that the producer that I worked with, Alex Frazier, he actually lives in the UK. And he just, his music, he has great music, and we just clicked. The music just resonated with me. And so when I heard that track, I don't know, immediately my thought immediately when I heard it, oh my, I kept hearing that, and I was like, oh, I gotta do that. I have to do this song.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just it's really about two people clicking, you just initial click, you're like, oh, this actually this may work. This is actually pretty good, Yeah. And so what do you say when you really like somebody, you got a crush on them or whatever it might be? I got a thing for you, So it just morphed from that,
Wow. I love that story. No, that's cute. That is really cute. The other track off that EP for me was Take Our Time.
Oh yeah.
What's the story behind Take Our Time? Obviously, without
not rushing into anything. Yes, just don't rush into it. take your time. Let's get to know each other. Let's make, because sometimes we get so wrapped up, then we start making quick decisions and not really thinking, right? You just jump into it, So that's really what that song is about. It's just, let's do this right, So, I mean,
Tina. So quickly moving forward, I think we had after, hold on, what was that? 2020, the year of the pandemic. You released Authentically Me.
Yes.
So this is where it came alive for me, and I thought, yeah, see, all you people out there was doubting and saying, Tina this, and now everybody wants to play H'Atina.
That's
everybody wanted to play H'Atina. Oh, H'Atina this, H'Atina that. I was like, yeah, okay, look, you didn't want to know her back then. Now you.
I appreciate you, Jairzinho, because you OG. You the OG. I love it.
No, it's a great thing, and it's a great look. I'm so happy and glad that people picked up on you and started playing you and wanted to talk to you, and you started gigging a lot more, and everything started moving up. Which is a blessing. So Authentically Me, how long did that take to come about, and what was the process behind it? Who's on it?
Actually, okay, so all the tracks I think were Alex, I think.
Okay,
I can think about it. Yeah, all him. But 3 of the songs were already released. They were singles.
Yes.
So 3 of them, and then the others were brand new songs. And so Authentically Me was the last one. That was the last song to be recorded. And I came up with the song, and I still hadn't like figured out what I was going to name the album. I didn't know what I wanted it to be. And I was like, I don't know. And so when I heard the track for Authentically Me, I was like, okay, I don't know. It just, it's a new day, and I'm going to love myself in every way, babe. I kept thinking about it and I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to name the album this. Authentically Me. Why? Because I was like, the whole message of that song is don't be afraid to be who you are. Just don't be afraid to be who you are and be yourself. Be your authentic self. And a lot of people, I had friends and people who were going through it, with this whole pandemic, and they were like, oh, it's hard to be by yourself with yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not easy. That is not easy sometimes. And then you figure out, some stuff I don't really like about myself.
A lot of people learn a lot of lessons. I'll tell you that.
I mean, so
yeah.
Folks going through a lot of, in the mental health issues and things like that. And so, I don't know, the song really has helped a lot of people and a lot of women who are like, you know what, you're right. When I look in the mirror, I can be authentically me. I see my reflection ever clearer. Like that's what that song is about. And I was like, that's what this album needs to be about. That's it. So we're going to name it that.
Okay. Indeed. So because it came around the pandemic time, you didn't get an opportunity to actually go on the road with this particular album. And I'm sure, you'll quote me if I'm wrong, the sales of the album didn't do as well as it should have or could have. So, in some aspects, some people will say the album was a flop. I personally don't think it was a flop. I think, the time of what it was in, made it stop, basically. That's it. And it happened not just for you, but for a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah. So where I've spoken to many artists and, who's released music around that time, some of them has really kind of got inside and I should have done it. I said, well, it's not your fault. A worldwide pandemic happened, which stopped things for everybody. So whatever you was doing, whoever got caught up in it, hey, what happened, sweep it underneath the carpet, move on.
Right.
And guess what? H'Atina done just that. H'Atina moved on, and I was like,
you know what? I don't let none stop me. I don't. I might get, we all human, so I might get a little discouraged here and there once in a while. But you know what? I'm like, I love what I do.
Yeah, indeed.
And as long as I have huge supporters like yourself, because I have a lot of other Jairzinhos in my corner, I do.
Nice.
And it's nice to have that. And as long as I have that, I'm not gonna stop.
No,
because they appreciate my music, and I literally have followers all over the world now. So in that really in part because of Authentically Me, because it did get a lot of spins. If nothing else, a couple of those songs on there, they got a lot of spins. So as long as I got that, then I'm being heard all over the place. That's
Amen.
all I care about.
So I don't want to roll too fast forward. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, I don't know why you're just tuning in now, but this is In Conversation, myself, Jairzinho, with the beautiful, audacious, the sultry, lovely people. I'm going to give it all to you. This is
Come on, I'll take it.
Yeah, this is H'Atina, my girl. So what we're going to do, we're going to pause for a cause and actually let people hear exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to take it back. Let's go to let's go a bit further back than Authentically Me. Let's go back to Like a Butterfly. Came out 2019, still available. The track I'm going to take off of that EP is A Thang. Resonated with me. If you heard it, you know all about it. Take a listen to this. H'Atina Gillard. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, a thang. If you don't have this in your catalog, do it right now. Open up another tab and you can go onto H'Atina's website, I believe, and purchase this. Subscribe first, make sure, but you can purchase this. Also, it's on all other streaming platforms. The website being h'atinasmusic.com, which is H'AtinasMusic.com. There you go, H'Atina's Music. Spelled a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's H'Atina's Music. So go on there, cop the music, a thang. Everything's on there, I believe. And if you can't find it, then hit us up here at I Love UK. We'll direct you. All right? All right. How you feeling, H'Atina?
I am great. I'm so glad to still be here with you.
Good. Let's talk a little bit about your name, because it's H
apostrophe.
Thank you very much. Take me back to school. H apostrophe capital Atina. A lot of people say H'Atina.
Yeah, they do. I get all kind of stuff. I get H'Atina. I get H'Anita. I'm like, what?
Anita.
I get H'Atina. I'm like, wait.
Listen, it can't be worse than people trying to say the name
Jairzinho.
People fluff up left, right, and center. Pinzano. Yeah, I've had it all. I've had see you next Tuesday. All right,
that's funny.
Okay, so people, if you don't know, you can go on H'Atina's website. It simply says, it's spelled out for you, and it says H'Atina. Yeah, the H is silent.
Yes.
Just like in Jairzinho, there's a H there.
Yes.
NHO at the end. The H is silent.
Yes.
So that resonates with me. I just had to get that out there, because I don't like when people fluff up people's names. But
that's why we click, because the H is silent.
I think so. Yeah, that's right. Don't do the H. All right. We digress. We move on. Okay, so we had the EP 2019, Like a Butterfly. We've spoken about Authentically Me 2020. Moving on, 2 years later, we came at the pandemic. H'Atina was doing the do. She said, nothing's going to stop me. I'm coming back full force. H'Atina delivered a fully fledged album. And not just an album, but something that spoke to both women and men.
Yes.
And resonated with all those individuals. There was a message in there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, obviously, this is your babies, but I had to hold on to some of those tracks as well, i.e. Impossible.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That's all I can do. Like a breath of fresh air. Again, another album. If you haven't got it, please do get it. So let's break this down. Talk to me about Elements of a Man. That's the title of the album.
Elements of a Real Man. Yeah. Wow. So Impossible. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the one you like.
Yes.
Impossible is really about my parents, and because they've been together. This year will be 53 years. Right. So that's a long time, and nobody stays married that long anymore these days. It's and I live with them, so they get on each other's nerves, and it be all kind of craziness in this house. Right. but yes. They love each other. They are there for each other. They, and so that made me think, because I cannot see them without each other. Right. So that's where it's impossible to breathe without you, possible to see without you, because they're one, and they really are.
Oh, did you stop singing? Sorry. Yeah. I just got lost there. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I got you.
Keep it coming. Sorry, your parents, yes?
Yeah, so, and really, and if you've gotten to see the video, they're in the video, and, it's highlighting them, so it's near and dear to my heart, that song. So, yeah, but Elements of a Real Man, that kind of happened the same way it happened with Authentically Me.
Okay.
Elements of a Real Man was the last song I did, and I was still stuck. I didn't know what I was going to call this EP with the songs that I had, and I said, one of the songs, actually, So High, I had recorded a while ago, and I hadn't figured out where it fit. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to fit, and hence, when I came up with Elements of a Real Man, it all fit. All of it worked. And if you notice, that whole album has somewhat of a theme to it, right?
Yes.
So it's really, about love and connection and understanding, what you want, what a woman wants out of a man, from a man, what a good man is to a certain extent. And then I know some people were thinking, somebody said something to me about, what about the woman or something, or that thought it was a male bashing song or something. I was like, did you listen to the song? I don't think you heard the song.
You need to go back and listen again.
Yes, listen to the song. and I think that's why it resonated with so many men too. Like, I was looking at my stats, and it was a lot of men.
Yes.
Trending on a lot of men, males listening to that song. I was like, wow, this is really cool. But it was the last one. And I said, that's what we call in this EP, because that's going to catch a lot of attention. People are going to be like, what? What does this mean? You know? And that's exactly what happened.
Well done. Good gameplay. I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
that. And it done it. It done the do. You know what? Should we play it?
All right.
Yeah, let's give that a spin right about now. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, H'Atina, right here, we're gonna spin Elements of a Real Man. Drop it like it's hot. Ladies and gentlemen, Elements of a Real Man. I hope you fully enjoy that. Please do go onto the website, go on all the streaming platforms, and take a listen to the back catalog. And if you can, please, take out that credit card or whatever it may be and purchase, because it's all about supporting the artist at the end of the day. You understand? I know you're going to go and buy something, whether it be some takeaway food or go and just give it to someone else. No, let's support the artist, the music that we listen to, the music that we love, the music that we like to share. Do the right thing. Go on the website again, h'atinasmusic.com. It's H'ATINASMUZICK.com. Check it out. H'Atina, something that you got me used to viewing is now not there for a little while. I'm sure you're going to explain to me. And for those who don't know, H'Atina doesn't just do music, but she does these shorts on YouTube. Happy Hour with H'Atina, or H'Atina's Happy Hour Lounge. Talk to us and tell the public about this.
Oh, well, okay. So the Happy Hour Lounge, or the H'Atina's Lounge, we kind of did some rebranding at some point, called it H'Atina's Lounge, but it came out of the pandemic. That's where it came from. And so, it was an idea to stay in front of people, stay relevant, in front of the audience and everything. And so we came up with this idea to do like I guess you say it was all sort of like karaoke, kind of, but my dad was an integral part of this, these happy hours, and it allowed us to stay in front of people, and got a lot of people were saying, that, oh, this is great, like, because we were all stuck inside, so it kind of like gave people something to watch and something to do and stuff too. And at first we were doing it every Saturday, then we switched to the second and fourth Saturday of every month, and then my life got real busy. So we haven't been able to jump back into it yet, but me and my dad have been talking about it, and he does want to, we want to try to figure out how we can incorporate it back, even if we just do once a month, but we're trying to work that out. But it was so much fun just just a lot of just a lot of dancing and moving around and interacting with the audience. People would be like, "Go, Dad," because folks love pops.
Of course, of course.
So we would just have so much fun, and a lot of people loved it because of the connection that they saw between me and my dad.
I think there was a lot of people could relate in many ways to it as well, because there's many of us that do that kind of stuff or used to do it, with our parents and etc. And you just brought that to the forefront. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. That's a great part of H'Atina that we love to see, and any artist that does anything different like that is a plus. It's a plus. So any plans on you bringing that back?
Yeah, we've been talking about it, so we'll see. I don't know. We're just trying to figure out what's a good day, because literally my life has been so busy with music since everything opened back up. It's been kind of hard to get back into gear, because I don't know. One day I know I'm got a gig here, I got a gig there, and I've been doing a lot of private gigs too, so that's what's
right.
It's been busy.
Talking about being busy. Nice little segue. I like the way you done that. Talking about being busy. 2023, like we said, has been a wonderful year thus far, because we're only midway through it, not quite halfway, but just moving in a little bit. And already you've blessed us with a great single this year.
Thanks.
That iLive UK is just pushing to the forefront. And I notice a lot of the other stations are doing exactly the same thing. Got to send a big shout out goes out to J Ross the boss. Who, man, this guy is doing things with it that no other person could possibly do. So there you go. A great guy to have in your corner.
Yes, he is. I love him to death.
So the single that we're talking about is Foolish Heart. It speaks for itself. When I took my first listen of this, straight away I was like, yeah, this is going to get charted. This is going to get charted. Knew it straight away. Said it to Jay. Jay said it to me and is like, man, H'Atina's doing this and that. And I was like, yeah, say no more. I already know. So yeah, well done thus far.
Thank you.
Great things on Amazon, great things on Spotify. Yes. A lot of the radio stations downstairs is playing it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a heart jerker, right? Most definitely. I performed it live for the first time with my band.
Of course you did. Yeah, you gigged.
Yeah, on March 17th when it came out.
Right.
And so, man, when I tell you, people were like loving it. I mean, it was packed in there, first of all. It was amazing. A packed house at the Rhythm Room. Yeah. And people were literally gathered around the stage. It was so amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I'm singing the song and I'm trying my best not to cry while I'm singing the song.
One of those moments.
It's an emotional song. Yeah, it's a very emotional song. And I have a special message at the end of the video, because the music video's out, and it's really talking to people, saying, look, if you know of someone, or if you are experiencing any kind of physical, mental, emotional abuse, please talk to somebody. Go get some help, and because you matter, and so that's what the message is for that song, so yeah.
Like I said, from I first heard it, I knew straight away what it was going to do. It speaks in volumes, and like as you said, the message at the end of the video as well is very poignant, and as H'Atina said, if you're subject to that, I mean, it's really, really serious. The music is beautiful as it is already, but it's the message that's delivered behind it is what does it for me. And kind of, as I said, it gives goosebumps. I was like, yeah, this is serious.
Yeah, I recorded, I posted a part of me singing "Rescue Me, Rescue Me, Darling, Rescue." Okay, so people were like, yes, rescue me, rescue me. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god. You're concentrating on this right now, and obviously you want to start, 2023 is fully underway. gigging, keeping busy.
Yeah.
How soon till you get back inside and start recording again? Or are you doing that already?
Yes, I'm already doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always
No stopping you. Yep.
No stopping me. I'm actually just about finished another song. So I'll be back in the studio in a couple of weeks. So finish up and stuff. And so yeah.
I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Keep your ear to the ground, baby. Keep your ear to the ground. Yeah, you're gonna like this one too.
I cannot wait. Yeah. Listen, we are a big supporters of what you do anyway, like I said, and it doesn't stop. We just keep it going. So what I want our listeners out there to do is do exactly what we've been doing. If you don't know and it's the first time you're watching and getting to know who H'Atina is, now you know. Again, go to her website. You're also on Instagram, Facebook, and all that. Mm-hmm. You tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, everything's H'Atina's Music. HATINASMUZICK. And for Instagram, it's _official. But other than that, everything else is H'Atina's Music. And if when in doubt, just Google me. H'Atina.
There you go. She said it. And right now, what we're going to do, we're going to play that track, Foolish Heart, brand new and good for you, released March the 17th, this 2023. H'Atina, again, doing the do. Take a listen. Foolish Heart. There's a message in there.
Have I heard you say that you'll always love me? Yes, I've heard it, baby. And how many times have you heard me say that you gotta show me? Yes, you do, baby. And how many times have you broke my heart and made me cry too many times? Yeah. Foolish heart, why don't you go? Why do you stay? Hey. And foolish heart, why are you here? Why can't we just walk away? Too many times push my dreams aside 'cause of your envy and foolish pride. I hope you're happy, baby. By the time I realized what you did to me, my heart was already ripped inside. Yes, it was, baby. And how many times did you push me aside to satisfy your own desires? Yeah. Foolish heart, why don't you go? Why do you stay? Hey. And foolish heart, why are you here? Why can't we just walk away? Rescue
That was Foolish Heart, people. Foolish Heart, brand new single from H'Atina herself. More great stuff coming from H'Atina in the near future. I can say that because she's here and she'll totally agree. A lot of great stuff coming. She doesn't stop at all. Okay. H'Atina, once again, people can contact you via Instagram, Facebook, everything H'Atina Music. She's out there. What else do you have coming in the near future? What will you be doing, gigging, etc.?
Well, so we did talk about me working on some new music. So yes, I'm working on new music, and so we'll probably be at least one more single out this year, and I have some gigs coming up here locally in April and May, and I'll be in New York in June and Chicago in July. And man, I'm just all over the place. And I'm coming to UK.
Hey!
I don't know when, but we're working it out. We're working it out.
As long as we know you're coming, that's fine. I don't need to know the specific dates or anything. Just you are coming.
I'm coming. Absolutely. Cool. You can't stop me. I'm coming there. What's going to happen?
We're going to turn up again. We're going to turn up again. You came over in 2019. We had a blast. We're going to do it all over again.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Listen, all that's left to say is thank you so much for freeing up your time in your very busy schedule to have a conversation with me. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much, Jairzinho. You have no idea. Oh my goodness. And iLive, the whole iLive crew. I love y'all. Thank you so, so much. And shout out to J Ross the boss.
Ross the boss.
Soul Cravers Promotions. I love you, man. You know.
Indeed. We're gonna exit with a track of yours, and I want you to do the honors. Tell us what the track is. Introduce it. To take us out, please do.
Oh, I get to pick?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Pick one of your babies.
Then I'm gonna go with Be Mine. Oh, because why? Because I want the UK to be mine. I'm coming.
Woo-wee! H'Atina, again, it's been a pleasure, an honor, a privilege. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Be Mine. H'Atina!
Hey. Yeah. Everything's ready. Okay. Can't wait to see you too. Bye.
No longer hide our feelings, feeling strong. It's the won't be long before they're playing our song. When we're walking down the aisle, when two become one, we'll commit to one another, and we'll guide one another, be a strength for each other. We can't hide it from each other. You got me feeling all these feelings, yeah. And baby, I I'm loving you to pieces. Yeah. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Come on, baby, baby, baby. Yeah. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Yeah, baby.
Hey, this is H'Atina, and you're listening to iLive UK, who always support independent artists and their music.